Hi, I'm Cindy Gonzalez, and I'm here to share with you how I made $100,000 my first year in real estate. Hi, Cindy Gonzalez here. So today you're meeting me as I'm a real estate educator. I have a coaching program. I put out peripherals for new agents to take them from rookie to 100K their first year. But it wasn't always like that. I was a rookie once, and I started out not too far away from where you are. So let me tell you kind of my story of my first year, and I think that will help you know that you can make $100,000 your first year in real estate too. You know that real estate class you just got done taking? So tiring. While I was taking my real estate class, I would jump onto YouTube, just like you might be right now. I found the term mega agent. Mega agent. Okay, I don't know what a mega agent is, but I want to be a mega agent. So I decided I was going to finish this class and I was going to go find a brokerage to work at, and I was going to become a mega agent. Now, the first two brokerages I interviewed with, neither of them seemed mega agent-ish. The first one, they didn't have anybody that could even talk to me about becoming a broker with them. The second one, their managing broker came out and she said that all she does is she goes to PTA meetings and she just knows people, and that's how she makes real estate sales. And I thought, okay, that doesn't sound like a mega agent. That sounds like a PTA mom that also sells real estate. And I want to be a mega agent. I want to be at the top. So I went to the third brokerage, which was Keller Williams. And they had an entire educational plan set out, and that really did it for me because I believe that education is key. If you're not with a brokerage right now, I would strongly suggest message me, and I'll look at the brokerages in your area for you, and maybe I can help you out there. Let me give you a little bit of background about where I came from. As I'm taking my real estate class, I am a retired scuba instructor. Yeah, I built a scuba company from the ground up, but it had closed about 18 months before I started real estate. So during that 18 months, I was a chicken farmer. I had up to 70 chickens on my little mini homestead thing we were doing. So I had chickens and rabbits and goats and 2 pigs that I absolutely loved. And I wasn't really sure how you transition from scuba mini farmer to real estate mega agent, but I had to figure that out. So along with the mini farm, I'm also doing this little homestead thing. And so we are actually living in 2 sheds. You know the sheds that they sell by the freeway? We'd converted 2 of those, one into a living shed and one into a kitchen shed. And it was our little tiny house off-grid homestead. But we weren't really off-grid, but we didn't have indoor plumbing. So my shower was outside. Now this is March in Washington State. So I would have to go outside. I would take a shower at 7 o'clock in the morning when the temperature is about 32 degrees. I'd get ready for work and I'd go to this like plush office where I had to look the part. I'm coming off of a Medi farm with an outdoor shower and I have to look professional. So guys, this is something that I don't care where you're starting from, you can do it. It's gonna take some extra effort, but you can do it. So each day I would show up at the office and I would sit in whatever class they had going on. And the thing that I would do is when they told me to do something in the class, I would then after class go and do it because I didn't know how to sell real estate. So I figured if they told me to do it, I just did it and the results would come. They told us to create a database with all of our friends and family in it. People who already knew and trusted us that would love to do business with us. Okay guys, I'm a scuba instructor / a mini farmer / who's gonna buy a house from me. So I did what any normal person would do. And I went through my phone and I went through my Facebook and I said, okay, this person might, this person, no way would they. This person might, this person, no way would they. And you know what I found out? I went to go get my nails done, and while I was getting my nails done, one of the people that I put on the no way would they list, they called me. And he said, hey, my ex-wife's trying to put an offer in on a piece of property and nobody will return her phone call. Could you reach out and give her a call? Yeah. So I picked up the phone, I gave her a call, and she said, that was quick. And I said, well, apparently that's all it takes to make a fortune in this business. So what I did was I put in an offer for her. That one didn't get accepted. A few offers down the road, though, we got her a property. So that just goes to show you, when you're making that list of people who know and trust you and might want to do work with you, they all go into the yes category. There's really nobody you know that you like and trust and are friends with that wouldn't want to do business with you or refer business to you. So put everybody in the yes category. That's my first secret. Now, remember how I was this little mini farmer? Well, I got involved with the farmer's market early on when I was getting chickens. And one of the girls from the farmer's market reached out to me. She didn't know if she could buy a house, and so she was kind of toying with buying a house, and they had a rental that they might want to sell. So you know who they came to? They came to me because they knew me. It was easy to talk to me. I'm just a normal person. So they came to me, and you know what? I've done 8 transactions with that family. 8. Between her and her father, 8 transactions. That's a lot. And it was all because I used to take chickens to the farmer's market. So you don't know where your sphere is. Just assume that everybody you know is going to trust you with real estate. Even though you think it's a big thing, they don't. Do you want to know where my first listing came from? It came from Facebook. I posted in a group, hey, if anybody's wanting to sell vacant land, I've got buyers looking for vacant land. Because I did. Remember those people that were referred to me? They were looking for vacant land. So this lady said, hey, I've got a property if you think you might want to sell it. After communicating back and forth with her quite a bit, because she didn't trust me at first, I was finally able to sell her property. All of our communications were on Facebook. We communicated through Messenger. I've never met her. I probably will never meet her. But it was through the power of social media that my first deal came to me. Now, in my classes, you're going to see a lot of social media stuff because that's one of my pillars of my business. And if you don't know what a pillar of business is, you'll want to stay tuned because we talk about pillars of business. Another pillar of my success is open houses. I'll tell you about 2 of them. First one, this was Brian and Mercedes, and they came through my open house. And Brian was super talkative, wanted to tell me everything they were looking for in the house they wanted to buy, which was not this house. But his wife, Mercedes, she told me that she has already bought 5 houses and she doesn't need a realtor at this point. Okay, so I got Brian's phone number and I would text him all the time. Hey, just want to let you know I can open the doors. Do you have anything you've seen? Happy to open a door. Finally, about the 5th time I texted him, he said, when we're ready, we will text you back. Okay. You know what? 2 weeks later, he texted me back and he said, we have a door we'd like to have open. So I sold them a house about 5 or 6 houses later, but we got them under contract, and that was from an open house. Now, another open house secret is make sure you know all the houses that are around the area that are similar and the ones that are just a little bit different. So if you're holding a 3-bedroom house open, make sure you know where the nearest 4-bedroom house is. Also, know where the similar houses are for people that are looking. True story. I had a couple come into my open house. They were the only couple for the entire day. And they had an agent who, they didn't have a signed broker's agreement. She was too busy on weekends to actually show houses. So she would send them to open houses, like 3 open houses every single weekend. Some of them weren't even what they were looking for. They were getting super frustrated because they really wanted a house. Now here they are, they're pre-approved, they want a house like I don't even understand. I told them, go to the 3rd house you wanted to see. And if that's not the perfect one, why don't you come back and I'll see what I can find when you're gone. I did a really short buyer consult for them, and by the time that they'd left, I knew exactly what they wanted. These were the only open house guests of the entire open house. I sat on the couch, I looked at my phone, and I went through all of the houses that were on the market, and I found 2. So while they were still at the other house, I texted them to them because I'd gotten their phone number. Well, sure enough, at 4 o'clock, they come popping right in the door and they said, hey, we really want to see one of the houses you sent to us. So we went right around the corner and we saw that house. And it was a great house, but it was the wrong neighborhood. So they said, well, what about the other house you sent us? Where is that? So we drove out there. It's about 6 o'clock at night. I show them the house. They love it. And guess where they live today? And because the other agent didn't really care about being a real agent and she didn't have a buyer-broker agreement signed, she gave them horrible customer service. So they signed with me and they wrote the offer with me. And they are my clients to today. So these are just a couple of examples of how I made $100,000 my first year in real estate. But I'm telling you, I was a scuba instructor. I came from a mini farm. I lived in a very different lifestyle. And I was still able to make $100,000 my first year in real estate. So if you're interested in making $100,000 your first year in real estate, or maybe this isn't your first year in real estate, but you still need to make $100,000, you know what? My channel's going to help you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. And if you like the video, give me a little thumbs up. Love to see that. And stay tuned because we have so much content coming at you. I'm so excited for your journey. And I'd love if you could comment down below and just tell me, how long have you been in the business and what goals do you have? Until next time, this is Cindy Gonzalez. Remember, real estate is simple, not easy. So I sold them a house about